So stick around because we will be pairing these delicious dishes with just the right vino up next. He is widely recognized as one of the leading hospitality consultants and trainers in the region. Joining us is founder of Vino U, wine expert James Dunne. Welcome, James.
Thank you so much for having me.
Quite a resume you're boasting there. 10 years as a professor of hospitality management. Then you started this Vino U, which is what exactly?
It's a wine school. Actually, it's a wine program. It's at the Long Island Marriott Hotel and Conference Center. 8 weeks of tasting wine. All the attendees come. I start a new class in September, late September. And people come in, it's very casual. I call it a snob-free approach to tasting.
I like that, snob-free approach.
I want everybody to have a good time, and we go week by week, and we taste wines from different regions each week, from France one week to Italy to Germany to Spain, California, Long Island, and all of the rest. So we cover everything.
What a great way to learn them. Good place to bring a friend.
Absolutely. And it's an amazing experience for everybody. You'll never forget it.
Oh, that sounds like fun. And now you're also going to be at this incredible Hamptons Wine and Food Festival. You'll be doing 2 of the wine seminars there.
The festival is just amazing. It's I went last year as just an attendee, and I just had a great time. I met the producers. They put on a great event. There's going to be Food Network celebrities doing seminars, as well as wine experts like myself. Plenty of chefs doing plenty of tasting, so it's a great time for everybody.
Now you have a tasting of the Banfi wines, wines on the Saturday at noon and Sunday at 2. Will we actually get to taste the wines if we're in your seminar?
Absolutely.
Sounds great. Okay, now we wanted to take our food segment a step further, so we set you up with the challenge of some interesting foods: ceviche, a spicy bean salad, and a gazpacho that Ralph prepared.
Yes, Chef Pagano made some great dishes, and what I'd like to do is give some wine suggestions, but keep one thing in mind, that you have to drink what you like. All right, so in other words, and I mean, don't let anybody tell you should have a white with this or you should have a red. Drink what you like, but there are times you need to drink the right thing. In other words, if you're entertaining a client, if you're out on a date, if you're having a dinner party and you want to have the right thing out there. So what I'm going to do here is make some traditional and not so traditional suggestions for each of the foods, and you can take it from there.
Terrific.
And again, taste the food and taste the wine. This is something very important in that. Remember, when you're having wine and food, you want to, when you take a sip of the wine, you want to taste it, and when you have a bite of the food, you want to taste it. You don't want one to overpower the other. If you're spending $50 on if you're spending $50 on a bottle of wine and $30 on an entree, you want to taste them both. All right, so that's the idea here. Now, what's the first one? We have the ceviche.
We have the ceviche.
With the local fish. For the white, I would suggest the Palmanac. It's a 2005 Sauvignon Blanc from the East End of Long Island.
They have a great reputation, a good
Absolutely, one of the best. That would be absolutely perfect, and it's light, and it's crisp, and it's got the fruit that you would traditionally have with the ceviche.
That's exactly what I would pick.
All right, and if you're going to have some other whites, a Pinot Gris, a Pinot Grigio, a Chenin Blanc, or a Vouvray. On to the red. I would definitely suggest, right over here, we have the Banfi Vintners Centenary Toscana. All right, and that is a super Tuscan-style wine. It's primarily the Sangiovese grape mixed with the...
But now that sounds a little heavy. But it's
usually it is, but this one tends to be a little bit lighter, not completely light.
Okay.
And if you wanted to have a lighter red, which I'd really suggest with the ceviche, you'd have a Beaujolais or a Chianti or a Pinot Noir.
I get it.
And as we talked about before we did the segment, you want to chill them down a little bit.
I have to tell you, I had a chilled Pinot Grigio in LA. I sound so cool. And they were like, wow, this is what we're doing now, how we're drinking it. And it really is surprising how much more pronounced the flavors are when it's chilled.
Take a light red. Yeah, take a light red, put it in the refrigerator for about 20-25 minutes before you drink it, especially in the summertime. If your house is really hot, 80, 90 degrees, suddenly room temperature isn't so pleasant for the wine.
Sure.
So I really suggest that.
Let's quickly talk about the bean salad.
This one. Yes.
Spicy bean salad, sausage.
It's a bean salad I would definitely recommend. It has sausage in it. That's some spicy sausage in there. So traditionally you want to go with a red. The red to handle the spice. And I would definitely recommend the Banfi, the Castello Banfi Rosso di Montalcino. All right?
Top shelf there.
Yes. And this one's got a little bit more bounce to it. All right? It's got plenty of oak in it. It's the Sangiovese grape again, but it's a much more pronounced flavor.
So that'll balance out the sausage.
Absolutely.
What about for a white for that?
And on a white, I would definitely go with the Old Brookville, which is another Banfi product. It's the 2001 Chardonnay. It's the only wine made in Nassau County. It's absolutely spectacular. And what I'm suggesting with the whites is pick a white wine with a spicy food that has plenty of oak flavor, like the Banfi, all right? Like the Palmanac barrel fermented Chardonnay. And back to the reds, you would go with, like I said, the Castello Banfi or the Bedell Cupola, which is right over here.
Oh, that interesting label.
Yes.
Okay, then the gazpacho. We have our cold summer soup. What are we going to try with that?
Well, traditionally, we would have a white, but you can also have a red with it. I would suggest the Palmanox semi-dry Riesling. Absolutely spectacular. It's going to be light. Semi-dry meaning not too dry, a little bit of, I don't want to say sweetness, but you know, not as dry as many of the others.
Riesling definitely has a little bit of sweet. So shall I try that?
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Now take a sip and then have a little spoonful of the gazpacho.
I love a Riesling. Something I've really grown to enjoy. Okay, a little bit of gazpacho.
Now gazpacho's got that acidity to it, but the nice fruitiness of the wine will counterbalance that. So it's really good. Another great white would be the Bedell Taste White, which is absolutely spectacular.
Okay.
And then on the red side,
I have do this one quick.
Yes.
Oh, this is definitely spicy, so this red can handle it.
Absolutely, and that's what you need. You need something with a little spice.
And what is this one?
And this is the Bedell Cellars Reserve Merlot from 2001. It's just a classic Merlot. It's absolutely beautiful. It's their Reserve Red. Plenty of berry flavor, really rich berry flavor, a little bit of tannin there, and it'll be a great complement to the gazpacho.
It is. I can't tell which one I like better.
Excellent.
Very nice. You're
Excellent.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
we look
you
forward
very
to your
much.
seminars.
Excellent. Thank you.
Well, we've tempted you enough. Now, if you want tickets to the Hamptons Wine and Food Festival or more information, visit our website at WLIW.org/ticket.